Hello guys, it's me again. Um, this is the second, I don't know what it's called, second video I guess, to my tutorials. I'm going to be doing a whole series of them throughout the entire graphic that I'm working on. So in this one we're going to be working on um, details mostly. So hopefully I can make some sense. I just got up a few minutes ago. Um, Hopefully I can make some sense about what I do. Okay, so for tools, I really just use black and white and a small default brush. The pixel size ranges from very small to like 3 pixels to decent size, about 10-15 pixels, depending on the size of your image, of course. Sometimes that can be bigger. Um, I usually put the flow on 15% and the opacity on oh, between 25, well, as low as 11 to about 35%. So, um, pretty low. And I always color on a new layer. Here, what I've done is I've desaturated the entire horse and added a clipping mask over the, uh, over the horse so it doesn't run off the edges. So I color on that layer alone. I can always add a layer over that to add more details if I needed to layer them and all, but typically I don't usually do that. Anyway, so what I do is I follow the edges with the black first. Like here in the cheekbones, I will usually color those first. That's pretty much the center for me, which I know that's typically not the center, but it sets the tone for everything, I think, when it comes to doing details. Anyway, so I just look for the details for the um, muscle definition and things like that because I really want that to pop when I do lighting, and lighting really washes out the details of your work, so you have to watch that. You'll hear a lot of artists complain that the damn lighting pretty much destroyed the details, and so it's very difficult to find lighting that will enhance your details, hardly ever, which I will show you how I do my lighting in another video, probably 2 videos after this one. Anyway, so really just follow the contours of everything and with the black to just define all of that. And here I was trying to play with my workspace, trying to figure out what looked better, and I just couldn't get comfortable with one, so I apologize with jumping around. So, anyway, details are pretty much, next to mains, are pretty much the hardest thing to get right. Yeah, there's no wrong way to do details, but there are ways that you can either enhance them or you can destroy them. So, um, this is the easiest way that I know without grabbing colors directly from the horse to do the details, which I cannot do to save my life. So this is the easiest way for me, and I hope it works out for you. I'm kind of blocking out the eye right here because I will do my own eye, and I will do an eye tutorial later. Um, my eyes aren't nearly as good as, say, Schwartz or um, Perfect Perfection, or oh, there's one that does what is her? Not Candid Crocodiles does really good ones too. Her name starts with a C. I'll have to look it up. She does phenomenal eyes, and I can't for the life of me figure it out. But anyway, I'm sorry for being spacey today. Like I said, I just got up and I'm working on waking up slowly, but I have some free time before class to actually do this and work on getting it uploaded so you guys can watch it and learn, if you learn anything from me at all. So, I've been doing graphics now for about 4 years. It's taken me forever to actually learn a few things, which I said in my video that someone had helped me. But in the last year, I've been exploring different techniques, and I've kind of my art's kind of known for the layered look when it comes to hair. And then I went on a hiatus for about 6 months. I don't know how long, actually. It felt like 6 months to recuperate and get my muse back and things like that. Because once you start doing art, not because you love it, but because you need the money or something, then you lose the drive because it's no longer fun. It's a job. So I went on a hiatus for about 6 months, came back and forgot how to do a lot of the things that I had learned. And therefore, I kind of just strayed away from the layered look when it came to manes and tails, and now it's more straightforward than anything. I wish I could go back to a layered look. I just don't know how. But I did learn the detail style right here from Manic Mondays. It's I tried to stray away a little bit from hers to gain my own technique, and make it my own and everything. But grayscaling really is amazing. I can't grayscale a sketch to save my soul, but I can grayscale this horse right here because it's already a pre-made template pretty much. And when I say that, you saw me cut it out, but all the details are already there, and I can't draw details except I can color over them and enhance them. So the way she showed me was really nice. I liked it a lot. She actually repaints the entire thing, which is phenomenal. You should check her out. Manic Mondays on DeviantArt. So here I'm just going over and smudging the details that I already put in. So my smudge is set to 33%, and then I think it's 15% strength. So scatter is set to 33%. I was trying to think what was set to 33%. Scatter is set to 33%. So it's not very strong, but it's not difficult to work with either. Typically, all you have to do is just run your brush over, run your smudge over a brush mark, and it smudges pretty easily without losing any detail. Now I'm taking the white, and the white you just have to play with the opacity, but I like strong whites, a lot of contrast, so I use a brighter white than I probably should. And here I'm just gonna, you think of it as folds in a blanket. If you look, you'll see the highlights and lowlights and darks and lights and things like that. Well, that's how I see it here. The highest point of a detail is always going to be lighter than the lowest point of a detail. Like right behind the shoulder, that's the darkest point. So right above the shoulder is going to be the highest point where you see a lot of that white. And then the cheek, that's something else that's going to be light, and the cheekbone, and around the nose or around the eye to really accentuate the whole detail of the face, because the face is a phenomenal opportunity to even, and that sounds weird, but it's a great opportunity to practice your details. I love detailing the face because there's so many edges, but that's pretty much what I do with white, and of course I will go back over it with a smudge. So usually with cheekbone, I try to really let that stand out. Not too much to where it looks fake, but enough so it's there. Some horses lack a lot of detail in their face, and it's very annoying. But I try to give them that detail. I love details. I don't know if you can notice that or not, but I love details. Already you can tell a difference from that to the original horse. Is starting to change. Legs are another thing I like to detail, except when there's hair over them, and then that's just frustrating as I'll get out. But you can't tell a horse, hey, move your tail and let me take pretty pictures of your legs. All in all, I put about 3 hours into this so far, and I completed it after 3 hours. That's total though, that's not in one sitting. It was a simple graphic. Sometimes it takes 12 hours. I had a graphic here recently that I did of my own doing. No one ordered it. It was just a personal piece. And the hair alone took 9 hours. I don't know what happened. I just know it was a lot of hair. And small brushes, pretty much. I was working on it and I had the tail almost finished, and the tail's what's the bitch about it. The tail was almost finished, and then Photoshop crashed on me. And sometimes in CC and CS5, CS6, if it crashes, it will save your last checkpoint, pretty much. And it didn't. So it took me back to where I had all of the details. Well, I hadn't even started the details. So I had to redo it all. That's what took so long in the hair, is I had to start over. And it's frustrating, sure. I'm just going over with the black to kind of make these details pop a bit more. You'll see that I smudge over them, and I'm using a bigger brush here because I want these certain details to be like bam in your face, and I'll end up smudging them my way, I think, just to make them lighter than they are. I sound horrible. I apologize. I usually have a better voice than this. My dogs are behind me, and one of my dogs is fleeing himself, so he's shaking his leg, and my puppy, who is his best friend, is trying to grab his leg while he is chewing on himself. It's hilarious. And they're being loud. Okay, so after you go in and smudge these details and you fix them up a little bit, you're pretty much done. You don't have anything else to do. I mean, you can always go over with more and kind of fix up the details a little bit like you want, or make them sharper or make them duller. It doesn't matter. But that's pretty much it. That's coming to an end, and I'll show you a before and after here in a minute. So yeah, see, that's pretty great, right? All right, well, thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.